Hey guys, today I want to talk about the Tongass rain skirt from the Arctic Skirt Company. They're made in Alaska, and it's made by a group of like 4 women in Alaska. It's a very small, private company. They started their own thing and all that, and it's an amazing story. Go read up on it. But I wanted to try out this skirt, and I've had it for a while now. I think since Christmassy or a little bit before Christmas, something like that. And I am loving it. And I am not a skirt person at all, but I'm loving it because it's not a skirt. This is like a cape for my legs, and it is extremely useful. I think my problem with skirts in the past is that they're really just made for looks, and they're not made to be, super useful. And this one is opposite. It's I think it still looks pretty, but more so it is made for actual working. So one of the great thing about it is that it's great for use around when you're doing your chores. When it's really cold out, you don't want to go out and do your chores. It's really easy to throw these on, even if you're throwing it on over your PJ pants or something. Just throw these on. No one can tell what you have underneath. You can wear something super warm underneath and have this still over it as a layer, and then go out and do all your chores. If it's raining, the thing that it's like when it's raining, I can put on my rain jacket, I can have an umbrella and stuff, but my legs always get soaked, right? Unless if I want to go through all the hassle of putting on rain pants over my regular pants and all that stuff, and then they're ugly, they're bulky, and that whole thing. Well, now it's super easy. I just throw this on over it, and whatever I'm wearing underneath, just throw this one over, and it protects against wind and rain and all the elements, and it just keeps my legs super warm. And it's just, I don't know, it just keeps all the warmth in there. Before, like in the wind, what would happen is wind would just blow and just like go through my pants, and everything down there would just feel like it was basically exposed to the elements, because pants are typically just one layer of fabric, and that's it. So I mean, it gets really cold really fast. But with this over it, it's amazing. So it just protects. So I'm thinking, like, around the house doing the chores and stuff, it's been awesome. I use it a lot for that. And then if I was to go camping, then at nighttime and stuff, when it's super cold, or if you're around a campfire or something like that, you just want to snuggle up and get warm. Yeah, I carry my blankets around with me everywhere. But sometimes I need a blanket from up top. I need a blanket for, down below. I need all these blankets. I'm carrying around all this stuff. But now I can just wear this, and this is basically a built-in blanket. Then on top of that, then you're also able to ride in it, and that makes it even more amazing. All right, so how did this perform during riding? It was awesome. I have absolutely no complaints at all. I really figured, because a lot of the videos you see of the people riding in it, they're just going kind of slow. So I was like, they're going slow. I bet we could make it fail. But I really couldn't. At our fastest, I think we hit 34 miles an hour. I was in 2-point. This came up with me. When I'm riding, this is a two-way zipper, so it'll open all the way up, and then you can mount and stuff like that. They have these buttons at the bottoms here, and these buttons are meant to go to the top here, like that, and that way when it's buttoned up like this, then it's out of the way, and then you can mount or whatever. It just keeps the fronts out. But anyways, when I'm riding, then this actually is open. So what happens is that the wind will actually catch. It can catch under here, and then it comes out the butt. Now, the part that goes over Lacer's butt actually stays there really nicely. It doesn't move. It's just the parts around my leg here that kind of flaps around a little bit. But when it flaps, it's just kind of like this. It doesn't really go anywhere. letting you kind of see how the wind kind of picks it up. It's not like the wind picks it up and makes it go like whoo, you know, or something like that. It basically stays low because this is a heavy material. All right, so I'll show you this material. Then the zipper is good, and it does have these leg straps, and it does get hairs and stuff like this. Is micro fleece on the inside, and you'll see it's kind of dirty and stuff, but I've been using it. And since it's an outer coating, I don't really wash it too much. I don't treat it so much as clothing as more of just an outer garment. So you know what this material reminds me of? This is my North Face jacket, okay? And this skirt is almost exactly like this jacket. You know these windproof, rain resistant type jackets, really thin, and then it has this micro fleece on the inside. This is North Face, but it's not like super duper warm, but it's definitely warm. It'll kind of hold heat in, and it protects against rain and wind and stuff, and it's super lightweight, but I mean, it does a lot for it's surprisingly warm and useful for how thin it is, and that's what this is. The belt doesn't come with it, but I like it with a belt. This is what it looks like without the belt. I like the belt. I think it finishes it off. Also, a problem that happened with me is I got a size too big. Now, I kind of do this to myself because I'm like, well, what if I get fat, you know? Then I won't be able to wear a size small anymore. So I got the size medium, and also this also means that if something was to happen and I'm hanging upside down from the skirt somehow, then it will actually come off. I can slide it. I can slide it off. I don't know how realistic that fear is. It probably isn't realistic at all, but it's just one of those things where I try to think of every single scenario and have a plan for it. Otherwise, this is a two-way zip. When I'm riding, I basically have it all the way to the top, so it's just a little bit of the zipper holding it closed. Also, this part, all across the front, there's this piece. It's like a big border thingy, and that is a button. So if you want to use the button, you can use the button. It's a two-way zip, so you can completely undo it. And now it's like a blanket or something that people have done is to wear it as a cape. And you can either zip it or just button it, whatever, and now it's like a cape. And they actually were talking about making a cape, and when they do, I am all about it. I was like, I want a matching cape for my skirt. I actually really love this skirt. So yeah, we got a cape here. And now it's a skirt. So when I'm riding, I have this zipper opened up. So it's like this. And then what happens is I can actually tuck it in here. And so this piece is in between my leg and my saddle, and then that really cuts down on any kind of movement. Or I can just let it, lay open like this, and then it kind of just does this if we're going fast. Just kind of does this little wave, and then maybe the wave will come out the butt end. but this part over the butt stays. I mean, it doesn't move. Even if it moves a little, it'll be like a wave of air going through it, and it just comes out the other side. Here are the elastic strap. This is the elastic strap for your legs. So you can put your leg in here, and that will keep the skirt on you. It's basically like the leg strap on your blankets for your horses, right? I actually don't see any need for this, and I was even thinking about cutting it off because I don't know. I don't know when I'd ever use this, but it's just elastic. I haven't cut it off yet because I don't want to cut it off and then regret it. Here's one end, and this is sewn on, but easily cut off. And then this is the other end, and it is a button for emergency sake. They do make it as a really nice button. There are no weights on the bottoms of this skirt, and it doesn't need any weights. Honestly, it doesn't really move. Oh, the other thing is it does have really big pockets, and these pockets are really nice because it has this type of the waterproofing for the zipper, and then it is a super big pocket, and this is the micro fleece. So it's really nice to keep your hands warm. You can stick your whole entire hand in there, or it'll hold your iPhone, you know, a big phone or anything. It's actually very, very big in here. So that's nice. The quality of the stitching and everything is superb. I don't see any issues at all. You've got really high quality stuff here. It's all made, it's made super nice, just like how a really nice jacket would be made. And the belt is also, the waist strap is also a little elastic. So you can see this is a quality piece of clothing slash tack slash gear and all that. It helps, it'll trap all the warmth that your horse is putting out and making it so that it could share with yours, and you can benefit from that warmth. You can use it when you're doing your chores, even if it's not even horsey stuff, just because you're cold. And there is nothing out there that's like a layer for your legs. You can never layer. And the problem with if you want to like put pants over it is you can put pants over it, but then ow, jeez, he did not even see my elbow there, and he like totally ran with his nose right into my elbow. I'm sorry. I didn't know you were going to hit my elbow with your face. I'm sorry. I know. Horses can't see directly in front of them. So yeah, I'm sorry, I totally forgot what I was talking about. I think I was talking about layering with pants, you know. If I put pants over my breeches, like on race mornings for endurance races, I'm up at 4 a.m., I'm trying to get ready and stuff. I have, you know, I'm usually really busy in the mornings. I have to hurry up and get everything ready. I have my breeches on, but it's freezing cold out in the desert at night at 4 a.m. And so I'll usually put my my other pants on over it. But that means that I can't put on my boots and my chaps and all that stuff on until I've taken off those pants, and then I can put my boots and stuff on. Now I can put everything on, then throw this on afterwards, and then just take it off whenever I need. I can take it off while I'm on him. It's not a big deal. He was never afraid of it. He was more afraid of it the first time he saw me walk out like this. He's never seen me in a skirt before, and he was like, whoa, what happened to your legs? And then it didn't take him long to realize, oh, this is like a human blanket, you know, like his horse blanket. So then he was fine with it. I've had this flapping and everything, and he doesn't even care. And what was surprising was that when I pass other horses, I wondered if I would spook other horses because of this. But other horses that I'm assuming have never seen a skirt and stuff, they didn't. They don't really even care, because even though it's something that they may not have ever seen before, it's not. A lot of times horses are afraid of stuff because we tell them that they're supposed to be afraid of it, and when they have no idea at all, they're just like, oh, you know, I don't even know if they see it. So yeah, the horse being afraid of it wasn't a problem at all. The ability to be able to now have layer for my legs is amazing, and having, you know, wear it as a cape and all this stuff. I mean, just everything. I just love it. I wish that I could get more of these in all different styles and colors and everything, and I'm more than happy to spend the money and support these ladies that have worked their butts off to come out with an amazing innovative product, high quality and everything, and you know, morals and ethics and, you know, all that stuff. Check out their website. It's really cool. You know, it's like I can really relate to these ladies, and I know the price was a big thing. I mean, you know, I was shocked about the price as well, but you can look for discounts. Riding Warehouse often has discounts and stuff, and they carry these skirts. And I mean, if you think, you know, how much do we usually spend on jackets? How much will we spend on an insulated, warm, waterproof, weatherproof breeches? And then those breeches are only good for the winter time, you know? So this is good for a whole lot more. So really, the cost, I don't think is that bad. I think a lot of people think, oh, it's just a regular skirt, and then they look at the price and like, whoa. But if you look at it like, oh, this is a serious piece of tack or gear or sports equipment or layering or some, you know, a jacket, then the price really isn't that shocking or bad at all. So plus I think that it looks pretty, and that's what, you know, that's definitely a concern. I always want to kind of look pretty. Now they have all these different colors, and I wish I could have gotten different colors. I had to think maybe I would only ever be able to afford one skirt, and so if I could only ever have one, then I have to have a black one, because black will go with everything, you know. But if I could get more, I would totally go with a whole bunch of different colors. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.